Hey guys, my name is Em and welcome back to the start of a brand new reading vlog. So in today's video it is going to be a 24-hour readathon vlog. I am so excited. I love 24-hour readathons. They're my favorite videos to film. It is currently Saturday the 7th of May and I am going to be starting this readathon in literally 4 minutes, so I really have to hurry up with this intro. I am doing this readathon with my Golden and my Adore You Patreons for this month. We do a readathon together every month and this is the one for May, so I'm very excited. But as you can probably see from the title, this isn't going to be a normal 24-hour readathon, because today I am going to try to read the Summer Turn Pretty trilogy by Jenny Han in 24 hours. I'm very excited to try this. This series has been on my radar since I found out it was going to be a show, and the TV show actually comes out next month on like June 17th I think. So I really wanted to read the books before the show came out, and I thought to myself, like, what better way to read the books than try read them in 24 hours. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm starting at 12 p.m, so it is 11:57 right now. I really have to hurry up. The one thing is I actually did get called into work tonight and I actually haven't been needed in work since December, but this weekend they decided, you know what, we're gonna mess with this readathon. So I will be missing a couple hours. So in this trilogy we have The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You, and We'll Always Have Summer. And the good thing about this is they're all quite short, like they're all under 300 pages. It is 12 o'clock on the dot and I'm going to start reading this book. I'm so excited. I'm really hoping that I like these books, because if I don't, I've just committed to reading all 3 of them in 24 hours, and if I hate them, that's not going to be a fun time. So I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to start reading, and I will get back to you later with some reading updates. Okay, so I'm just about to start reading. I'm really excited. I honestly know nothing about these books. I just know they're going to give me the perfect summer vibes and it's going to be amazing because I'm in the mood for summer right now. I'm ready. I'm wearing a sundress. I have transitioned into my summer self. I'm going to start the stopwatch right now because I'm going to start reading, and then I will let you know how it goes. So I just reached chapter 10, which is page 40, and it took me 18 minutes to read 40 pages, so I do feel like I'm going to read through this fairly fast. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. It's definitely giving me those summer vibes that I was looking for. There are a few things in it that you can just definitely tell that it was written like a good few years ago. I'm not sure the exact year that it was released, but you can definitely tell that like some of the things in it you wouldn't really put in a book today. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. Definitely summer vibes. There's 2 boys. We have Conrad and Jeremiah, and honestly I do not know which one she's going to end up with, so it's very interesting. Also, just a disclaimer, this vlog will be spoiler free, but like always I will be talking about certain things in the book, so if you don't want to know anything about the books, be cautious, but I won't be doing spoilers. So it is now 2:30 and I've been sitting outside reading because it is such a beautiful day out and it's just perfect for like the summer vibes, and I'm now on page 160. This is actually a really fun book. Like I can definitely see how easy it is to fly through. Like I literally have just over 100 pages left, so I'm definitely going to just try sit and finish this right now because I'm really enjoying it. So hopefully I can finish the second book before I go to bed tonight and then just read the third one tomorrow. That's my goal anyways, but even if I made it to halfway through the second one before this evening, I'd count that as a win. There's not a whole lot to it. It is basically just like their summer adventures and stuff, but that's exactly what I was looking for, and it definitely makes you feel like you're on holidays at this beach house. It is now 4 p.m. and I have just finished The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. I read through this book really quickly. I actually forgot to continue with my stopwatch because I was sitting outside for most of the time and I didn't have my phone with me, but honestly that worked out kind of better because I literally read this book so quickly. This took me probably about 3 hours to read, which is probably the fastest that I've ever ran through a book, which is probably the fastest that I've ever gotten through a 300-page book. But yeah, I really did like this book. There wasn't a huge amount of substance to it. Like it was literally just them in the summer, and there's a lot of flashbacks in this, which I kind of really enjoyed because you kind of get to see how their relationship grows over the different summers. And then the present summer, she's just turned 16, and like they kind of are looking at her differently. You know, the summer I turned pretty, basically sums it all up. And yeah, I really did like this book. I think I'm gonna give it a 4-star. There were a few things that I was kind of like, okay, I can kind of see that this was written a good while ago. Let me look up when it was published because I kind of want to know. Okay, so it was first published in 2009, and you could definitely see that it was published in 2009 because there was a certain slur in here that I didn't appreciate. There was also a scene where they were playing Truth or Dare and Conrad says, oh, I don't want to play, and then the friend like turns to him and says, why are you so gay? Okay, but yeah, so there was just like a few comments like that I was like, oh, this is not great. But I do have to take into consideration that it came out like 13 years ago. But yeah, I did really like this book. There was kind of like a sad topic in here as well that I feel like is going to be very, very prominent in the second book, so I'm kind of scared to read it, but I'm just gonna read it. So it's currently 4 p.m. I'm having some technical difficulties with uploading my vlog. I have my laptop here. I'm on my 3rd attempt at uploading it and I only have an hour, so fingers crossed we can do it, but it's fine. So I have like 2-ish hours before I have to leave to go to work, but like I need to get ready and I need to make dinner and stuff beforehand. So I think I'm gonna take a quick break from reading, but then I will hopefully pick up the second book before I go and start on that, because actually the last chapter of this book made me very interested for the second book. I hope it like continues right where that left off. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this readathon so far. It was so warm outside, so I was just like sitting outside, and this has put me in a good mood. Like even though it wasn't perfect, it did put me in a good mood. It was like summer and you could just picture it, the beach house, the summer excursions, like it was just perfect. This is the perfect book to read for summer vibes. That's it. Okay, so it is now 4:40. I took a bit of a social media break. I was just like scrolling a bit, but now I'm ready to get back into it. But now I need to figure out which of these is book 2. I have a feeling it's Not Summer Without You, but honestly I can't be sure because I don't want to read the backs of them in case they spoil. So I'm gonna look up on Goodreads to see if it tells me which is book 2. Okay, so the next one is It's Not Summer Without You, so I'm gonna start that one. It is only 275 pages. I should be able to read maybe 100 pages before I leave, and then I might even get a chance to read a bit in work as well. I am going to go make dinner, and while that is cooking I'm gonna sit outside and read some of this book. Okay besties, it is now 6:30 and I'm just about to leave for work. This is my outfit of the day. I just went for like this black bodysuit and then like these green mom jeans. I don't know if you can see. And of course I have my tote bag, of course. So, and I'm gonna bring book 2 and 3. Obviously I don't even think that I'm gonna get to read much of book 2, but I am gonna bring it just on the off chance. I didn't even get to start book 2, honestly. I've just been so busy because I was like getting ready and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go right now and I will get back to you when I get home or in the morning when I have more reading updates. Good morning girl bosses, happy Sunday. So it is currently 8 in the morning. I really wanted to get an early start today because I didn't actually get to read as much as I wanted yesterday. I had full intentions of like reading this whole book last night and that just didn't happen. I didn't get home from work until about 12:30 and then I ended up just having a shower and going to bed. So yeah, I wanted to get up a bit early today so that I could make progress on this one and finish this in the morning so that I can move on to book 3. I will be extending the readathon past 12 p.m. just because I did miss a lot of time yesterday. I did manage to start this book. I'm currently on page 72 and once again it's a very fast read. Like it's just because it's so simplistic, like it does read very, very quickly, which I'm very grateful for. But this one is definitely a lot sadder because it's kind of like something has happened, and I would say a huge trigger warning for Cancer in this, which is kind of sad. I wasn't really expecting that storyline in this like summer romance book. So yeah, I would definitely say be wary of that. It still has those summer vibes even though it is just that bit different. As I said, it's 8 in the morning, so I think I'm actually gonna sit outside and read. It is so nice outside. Like I genuinely don't even know how it is so warm. But when you look at the weather, it says it's 13 degrees, which is not warm, okay? Like that's not a warm temperature, but it is so sunny and it is so warm. I think the phone is lying to me. Yeah, I'm really liking this book. I feel a bit bad because I feel like she is just constantly going between the two brothers. She's just like, oh my god, I'm in love with Conrad, I'll always be in love with Conrad, there's nobody like Conrad. But then when she sees Jeremiah, she's like, but if I chose Jeremiah, it would be so much easier. But like, that's not fair, Miss Girl, because you know Jeremiah's in love with you, so like, what the fuck are you doing to him? Also, her best friend Taylor, I'm so sorry, but like, literally go fucking choke, because I do not like her at all. Yeah, I'm gonna sit outside right now while it's still sunny, and I will get back to you later when I have some more reading updates. I'm very excited to continue reading. Okay, I'm gonna go sit outside. There better be nobody walking by because I am in my pajamas. And I'm hoping that it's early enough in the morning that like there won't be. Please, I can't do this today. Oh, it is bright. Hi besties. Okay, it is now 20 past 11 in the morning. I've just made myself an iced coffee. I was sitting outside for like a good hour, I think, and I'm now on page 205. The way I literally read 200 pages in an hour though, I don't know what it is about these books, but they are just so fast to read. I literally only have like 70 pages left. Like, if I think about like what has happened, kind of nothing. It feels like I haven't read 200 pages, if that makes sense, but in a good way. In total, I've been reading for 4 hours 28 minutes and I'm nearly finished book 2. I'm gonna go drink my iced coffee and then finish the last 70-ish pages of this book, and then I'm gonna go for a walk to get the newspapers from my grandparents. I'll come back to you when I finish it and like with my final thoughts and stuff. Technically the readathon is supposed to be finishing at 12, which is in like 40 minutes, but I am gonna extend it just maybe until like 4 p.m. or something, just because I did miss out on so many hours yesterday. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I have never been more grateful for Irish weather for pulling through, because we usually get like rain all the way through the year, and today it pulled through. Okay, it is like 18 degrees, really nice. I'm gonna go finish this book with my coffee and I'll get back to you later. Page 218. I am just rooting for Jeremiah. I think he deserves the world. He is so sweet, and I think they would be so much better together than her and Conrad, but I have a feeling that he's not going to be the one that ends up with her because he's too nice for her. I'm on 218. I'm gonna finish the book. I'm very excited. Hi besties, I am back. Okay, it is now 11:59 and I have just finished It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han. I am genuinely loving this series so much more than I thought I would. I really didn't think that I would like it. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a fun experiment, but I was expecting to give the books like maybe 2-3 stars. And I am so pleasantly surprised by how much I'm liking it. This is amazing. Is it perfect? No. But I'm kind of considering giving it 5 stars, and I'm also considering changing my rating for the first one to 5 stars as well. I've been reading for 4 hours 43 minutes and I finished 2 books, which is actually crazy. It's really hard to explain because like there's not a huge amount of plot to it, but then there doesn't really need to be because there's enough going on. It's just so good and I can't even explain why it's so good. I'm so conflicted over the love triangle, if that's what you'd call it, because I'm like, I'm fairly sure she's going to end up with Conrad because she is just so obsessed with him, but he is such an asshole to her. I know he's going through some stuff, like I know they're all going through stuff, but like he is not giving her any indication that he likes her. I know that he does, but he's just not treating her right at all, and it's been the same all the way through, and I'm just like, stop being in love with him. So I'm kind of like rooting for Jeremiah because he really likes her and she also kind of likes him, but then I'm thinking like he's too good for her because if she gets with Jeremiah, it's always going to be like he's second best or he's the second option because she was in love with Conrad first. So I'm very conflicted on where I sit with the love triangle. I've got 1 book left. I honestly do not know where it's going to go. Like I have a feeling that she's going to end up with Conrad, but I have no idea how that's going to happen. I have no idea what the story is going to be. Maybe she's going to end up with none of them, but I feel like she will end up with one of them. I think I'm going to change the rating for the first one to 5 stars and then also rate this one 5 stars because I was kind of like, oh, I can't rate them 5 stars because they're not perfect. Fuck perfect. Honestly, I rate books for the vibes. This is the best vibes and I read it in like 2 hours. So yeah, I will get back to you later when I finally start the 3rd book, but I am having the best time with this readathon. Hi guys, it is now 3:45 and I've got to make this update really quickly because I need to go collect my mum from work in like 2 minutes. So I've actually kind of put a little bit of a pause on the readathon for a little while simply because I was actually getting really really dizzy, and I feel like it was because I was staring at so many words. I think I just need to take a little break, but I did start We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han, but I made it to chapter 10, which is page 50, so I did read the first 50 pages of this book. Once again, it is a fast read, but it has taken a bit of a time jump and a bit of like a direction that I wasn't expecting. From my last updates, you will have seen that I was like, Jeremiah is too good for her, like she doesn't deserve him, that type of thing. Let me just take back everything I said about that. Jeremiah, fuck you. Ew, I don't like what you've done. But this book basically took a time jump. This is like 2 years after the second book, which I don't know if I like. I feel like it makes sense because there has to be a certain amount of like progress in terms of like healing and relationships and things like that. Like I understand, and then age as well, like they're older now. But I think partly why I loved the first two so much is because they literally continued on one after the other. So this like taking a 2-year jump, and now we need to go like back, piece together all the pieces and, you know, things like that. It's not my favorite. Time jumps are not my favorite. But yeah, I'm really mad at Jeremiah. I can't believe he just did that. I'm not going to say what he did, but we had a little Ross and Rachel moment. If you've watched Friends, we had a little Ross and Rachel moment. Like, no thank you. I thought you were better than that, but that was my fault. When have men ever exceeded my expectations? So I am going to attempt to finish this before the end of the day and stuff, but I just needed a bit of a break because I was starting to feel a bit sick. I am liking this book. Now I have a fairly solid idea of who she's going to end up with, because now she's going to end up with this person because of a thing that another person did, instead of like choosing one of them, you know what I mean? So it's like she actually chose one, then they fucked up, and then she's going to go to the other one. I'm not sure if that's how it's going to play out because I haven't read it yet, but that's what I'm picturing, and I'm not sure if I love that. But yeah, I need to go right now, but I will come back very, very soon when I have more reading updates. Okay besties, so it is now Monday, and I did pause the readathon a bit, but now I'm coming back to finish it out. So I'm continuing with We'll Always Have Summer. I'm on page 118, and I'm honestly hating this book, which is so disappointing, and I think that's why I'm not flying through it like I did with the other two, because it's just very frustrating. She is so annoying in this book. I am so mad at her. I literally just want to like get her to just start making sense, start thinking sense, like please. So that's very annoying. I also don't like Jeremiah, and also I feel like with only this amount left, there's not that much time to accept her getting with Conrad, unless there's like a huge time jump, which I'm also hoping there won't be. But yeah, I'm just not liking this book at all. I'm going to try to finish it as quickly as I can so that I don't drag it out anymore, but I just want to have it over at this point. I'm on page 132, and this book is just giving me the ick. I do not like it. I do not like it at all. I do not like the romance. Wish I'd stopped after book 2. I will however push through and finish it, but I don't want to. Hey besties, okay, it is a couple days later, and I am now coming on here to end out this video and give you my final wrap up. So it didn't take me this long to finish the books. I did manage to finish the book on Monday, I think, but I just haven't been in the mood to film all week. But here I am, I'm ready to end out this video right now. So I did actually manage to successfully read all 3 of these in 24 hours. I had the stopwatch, but it has reset now because it's been a few days, but it took me about 8 hours 42 minutes to read all 3 of these books. But I was pleasantly surprised with this series. Like when I picked it up, I was thinking this is going to be a fun experiment, this is going to be a fun video, because like I'm going to read a trilogy in one sitting. But I didn't necessarily expect to love the books. Like YA contemporaries are not my thing. I didn't think I was going to like them. It's a love triangle. Like everything that I didn't like was in this book, but I loved this series. I really loved it. I was so surprised. I loved everything about it. I loved the setting, I loved the characters, and I cannot wait for the show to come out on the 17th of June. So the first one was 276 pages, and I gave this one a 5 out of 5 star. I think this is probably my favorite out of all of them because they're younger in it. There's that kind of like happy nostalgia of the beach and stuff, and this had like the most beachy summer vibes. And also, if you guys have any recommendations at all of like books set on like a summer house or a beach or a lake house or just anything like that where like a family like summers in a different place, please let me know down in the comments, because they are my new obsession. I can just tell, and I want to read all of them this summer. So yeah, this one was a 5 out of 5 stars. Loved it so much. Then I read We'll Always Have Summer, and this was 275 pages, and I again gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. It definitely had a bit of a sadder tone to it because of something that happened at the end of the first one and the beginning of this one, so it definitely did have a little bit of a sadder tone to it, not necessarily full beach vibes, but it still was amazing. It still had that feeling, and I just loved everything everything about this book still. So yeah, 5 out of 5 stars, and this was 275 pages. Then we have the third and final book, It's Not Summer Without You. I dislike this book a lot. I'm really disappointed in this book. I ended up giving this a 2 star. Literally this whole book was pointless. It was one big miscommunication. It was just awful. I hated it so much, and the characters that I loved so much in the first 2 seemed to take a complete like 360, and they were just completely different people. Didn't like them. I wanted to slap them all across the face at multiple times. And then like the end game we got in like the last page, so we got 1 page of like the happy ever after, and then that was it. Like the rest of the book was just like a huge miscommunication and a big fight, and I just didn't like this book. So yeah, I gave this a 2 out of 5 star, which is so disappointing. So this one did take me the longest to read, simply because I was not motivated to finish it. I didn't really want to finish it at all, so this was actually like pulling teeth trying to get me to read this book. But this one was 291 pages. Of course it was the longest one. So in total I read 842 pages in 24 hours, but technically 8 hours. I really enjoyed filming this vlog. I think that this type of video is so much fun, like trying to read a certain series or a certain book in 24 hours. So if you have any other series or books that you want me to attempt this video with, let me know down in the comments. I really hope you enjoyed this video, but let me know down in the comments if you've read these books, if you liked it. Just let me know what you thought. If you watched to the end, comment any like beachy themed emojis. It can be the sea, it can be a fish, it can be a beach, whatever. Just some summery themed emojis. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, all the links to my social media will be down in the description box, along with the link to my Patreon where you can subscribe to get some exclusive content from me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay amazing, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.